Hi, I'm Allison Wataki. I'm with FabTV. Thank you guys so much for talking with me today.
Hi,
Hey,
Alison.
thanks
Nice
for
to
having
meet
us,
you.
Alison.
So how hard is it to film a period piece and one at that with all this fantasy elements in it?
Do you want to take that, Tams?
How hard is it to film a fantasy piece? Well, I think
Or
I always felt like filming a fantasy piece is like the most important thing to kind of keep a hold of is the heart of the character, like the intentions. And with our storyline, it's always been fun to play the human drama within this kind of fantastical world. So I always find that speaks to me as an actor, to play the truth of a moment and the truth of a scene and the truth of the relationships, rather than kind of being swept away by the fantasy. It's almost fun to play kind of against it in a way, but also know that it's there, and it's really solidly made and brilliantly imagined. Travis Beacham imagined an incredible world, and it kind of got built to life, obviously, in season 1. And I really feel like being able to play in that really fully formed, fully imagined world, but play the truth of situations, that for me is like, that's key. That's the sweet spot, really.
Yeah, and to continue from Tamzin, but the juxtaposition of the period drama with the fantasy is just an amazing juxtaposition to play. We we're in what is quintessentially Jane Austen drawing room in season 1, and then a Puck arrives at our door, and then in season 2 it's almost like the period drama element is transformed to another different world, and these characters that we've seen eat cake and drink tea and argue over signing a piece of paper are now in a completely different scenario, and the fantasy world kind of kicks in. So to see those characters in that world is really exciting too.
Yeah, like the highest stakes I think that Imogen had in season 1 was a tea party that we both had.
Yeah.
Was like, is the tea party going to be good?
Yeah.
And season 2 obviously changes that up quite significantly.
Yeah, the tea party was definitely our Die Hard 2 moment of season 1.
so what's the process like for you guys to get into these characters?
Joyous. I mean, it was what I quite enjoy with doing season 2 is the kind of character you have his shoes kind of ready to go back into, but also you want to, having finished a job, you always want to add something different to make it interesting in the next season. And yeah, like all the etiquette, Victorian etiquette, and kind of rule books that we'd set up in season 1 were almost like torn up, and we could play with a completely different aesthetic in season 2. So that was really exciting, because I'd set a lot of stuff up for Ezra in like season 1, and everything that was chucked at me was just like destroying this character that I'd put together in the best way.
Yeah, it's really fun to get into character, particularly in the fantasy show. You've got so many elements that come together from so many artists. So you've got the hair and the makeup look, and you've got the incredible costumes that all come together to kind of form the character. And then as the actor, like, our job is to kind of wear it all and kind of and to be the heart as well. So not just to be like the clothes source, but actually to take all that art and kind of meld it into the character. And that for me is such a fun process. And it is really joyous. Like Andrew says, it's like a really joyful thing to be given all of this, like the costumes and the words, and then to kind of bring them alive. It's just the most fun.
And to think about it, like, it's Tamzin's imagination, set designer's imagination, makeup, hair, director's imagination. We all come together into a melting pot on set, and that's where the magic happens. Everybody's imaginations kind of coming into one space, and we had some very wacky and skilled imaginations on this job. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, the costumes and the hair, it just blew me away for this show. Thank you guys so much for sitting and talking to me today. Have a great rest of your night, and
All the best.
can't wait for season 2.
Oh,
Thanks.
fantastic.
Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye-bye.